Hi Abhishek, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So Bol Bachchan is a huge success. Is the party still on?
I hope the party continues in the theatres. As far as I think the team is concerned, they've all got busy working on their next projects. So we haven't actually had a chance to celebrate it together because Ajay unfortunately isn't in town. He's gone abroad on a small vacation. Rohit has become very busy with Chennai Express and I'm shooting Dhoom. So everybody unfortunately become busy. We're waiting for everybody to regroup so we can celebrate.
And you're slowly inching towards a 100 crore club. I know you've been asked this before.
Yeah, I really want to know the address of this club. Because I was telling these guys, we should meet in the evenings, have a cup of coffee and, hang out at the club. But no, I think this whole 100 crore club is just replaced what a silver jubilee used to be.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's it. It doesn't matter what kind of collections the film does. I mean, obviously you don't want anybody to lose money. I think as long as everybody has earned from the film and the audiences are liking it, you shouldn't, expect anything else.
You said that the lack of criticism makes an actor very complacent. How do you handle criticism when it comes to you hard? And critics have come down on you strong in the past too.
I think you have to use it as pointers to what you need to improve. I mean, that's the way I've always looked upon it. I know there's this huge feud going on between actors and critics.
Yeah.
But for me, they've always been like beacons, They tell me what I need to be doing. Why do we differentiate between a critic and the audience? I mean, your critics are your audience as well.
Yeah.
Why do we not look upon it that maybe they're telling you what the audience feels as well?
But doesn't it ever make you angry, frustrated, like, how can they say that about me?
No.
You never had that reaction?
No. The way I look at it is that even if one person is saying something that they don't like about my work, I should have the attitude to work harder so that the next time around they don't have reason to say that. And I think and you also understand somewhere and take it in your stride that not everybody is going to love your work every time.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the critic plays an integral part in telling you that, well, this is where we felt you went wrong this time and trying to improve upon it.
And what about working with Ajay? Because he's cracked comedy, he's cracked action, he's really cracked the formula in what he's doing.
He's brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just fantastic. I mean, I'm so happy as a friend for the kind of work he's doing and what all he's achieved. And I mean, he's just a wonderful co-star to have, and I'm eternally thankful to him for giving me Bol Bachchan.
Yeah. Did he help you get the scenes right? Because he really has a great comic timing.
Absolutely. Ajay and Rohit really worked very hard on me. I mean, there were days when after shooting also they'd sit with me and we just rehearse. And they were so caring and they were so concerned that we get it right.
And they pampered you too, right, on the sets?
Oh yeah, Ajay pampers me terribly. Yeah, he's very sweet.
Yeah. Apparently you showed Bol Bachchan to your buddy John too. What was his reaction?
Yes, John called me and said, look, Baba, I want to see your film. I said, please let me organize it for you. And he very sweetly came with his entire family, whom I know, and they all saw the film. They loved it. They loved it. He's always very sweet. John is a very supportive
Did you
friend.
see his first production venture, Vicky Dono?
Yes, I did actually, because it's also directed by a friend of mine who's worked with Dad a lot, Sujit.
Okay.
And I was so proud of him. He had a premiere and I wasn't in town for that. But I did see it after that and I'm so happy for him and so well deserved.
Yeah,
what a beautiful film.
You believe Dostana 2 is also going on the floors soon?
Well, we hope so. We look forward to it. We're just waiting for Tarun to put the finishing touches on the script, and as and when he's ready,
so we know it's going.
Yeah, we'd love to get back onto that. Yeah.
In fact, Tushar in his next Kya Super Cool Hai has imitated the John's Yellow Trunk act. Have you seen that?
Yes, I think it's a hilarious trailer. I think it's so good, but I think Tushar and Ritesh make such a good team.
Yeah.
And I'd loved Kya Cool Hai Hum.
Okay.
I thought it was wonderful tongue-in-cheek, and I think Kya Super Cool Hai Hum is a very sassy film. I think that's nice. It's fun that we're trying stuff like this. Yeah, it is. It's nice and sassy and naughty. I like that.
And I'm moving on to Dhoom now. Yeah, how is that going?
Good. I start filming in a couple of days. We've been busy with the prep so far. They've already started shooting. And looking forward to it, I mean, the boys are back.
Yeah, exactly. And all the villains in Dhoom are really stylized. So what special are you doing?
Well, I think that's almost a prerequisite.
It's a stylish film, I guess.
If you see any villain in the history of storytelling, they've always had to be something of a very formidable adversary to the good. Because if your adversary isn't worth it, then you're not so much of a hero.
Yeah.
So the villain is the person, the bigger the villain, the bigger the hero. I mean, if the villain in Dhoom was somebody who wasn't a real threat, then Jay Dikshit is not such a great cop. I mean, you have this, the basic format of Dhoom is you have a villain who's causing a problem and nobody can solve that problem. And there's only one person who can, and that's Jay Dikshit. So you have to call in the best to take care of the best. You know, and I think the villain is the person who makes the hero such a big hero. I mean, Ramji, I mean, if you see our religion, Ramji is this great hero because he also conquered one of the most formidable villains that we have. You know, Batman is Batman because he did manage to defeat Joker. So, it has to be like that.
And also the pressure of working with someone like Aamir.
Pressure? What pressure?
I mean, he's always center stage, you know, like totally a perfectionist.
No, I completely disagree. He's not about center stage. I think if anything, Aamir is a complete team player. I mean, in the little work that I've done with him so far, it's exact. He's not somebody who's going to try and hog the limelight from you. He understands the importance of every actor in a film and their contribution. I think that's a superb quality for an actor of his stature to still have. You know, it's not about me. It's about, okay, what's best for the film.
Ensemble,
And that's just, I mean, Uday and I were talking about it the other day. We're like, you know, wow, you know, we get the opportunity first to share screen space with one of the finest actors we have. And two, you know, it's so nice to see that this guy is a complete team player and you know, you get to learn so much from somebody like him. So, you know, it's fantastic for us.
Apparently, you also offered Happy New Year.
What is Happy New Year?
Farah's film.
No, you know, Farah had spoken to me about Happy New Year many, many years ago, I think when she was writing it, much before she made Pismar Khan also.
Okay.
And she said, you know, I have the script and I'd love to make it someday. I said, yeah, sure, if you're ever ready with it, you require my services. Farah is a friend and Shah Rukh is a dear friend and they just need to ask and I'll be more than readily available. But officially, nobody of late has spoken to me about it. I mean, when she had spoken to me about it many, many years ago, it was a fun script. But I don't know how it's turned out.
Okay. Abhishek, of all the roles you've done in your entire career, is there anything you regretted, any role, any movie you like, you know, I wish...
Never.
Yeah?
Yeah, thankfully.
Irrespective of how it fared or how it turned out.
Yeah. See, you know, you have to understand the fate of a film isn't in your hand.
Yeah.
It's in the hands of the audience. So you don't have any power over that. And I've always said you can't just make great films, you have to make great memories. You know, I don't regret my choices because I've learned so much from them. They've taught me so much. So yeah, I've never regretted any film.
And you haven't ever even blamed the director, you always take it upon yourself, like you could have bettered it, right?
I think that's the attitude you should have. I've always believed that, you know, you need to stand up there in the front line and take it on the chin if it doesn't go down well. You know, if we get all the bouquets when a film does well, then why should we not receive the brickbats as well?
We believe you're doing an action film with Ekta Kapoor. We thought he'd be doing more comedy after Bol Bachchan.
No, Ekta and I are very keen to work with each other. Ekta and I have known each other since we were kids. Tushar and I were in class together. So obviously Ekta and I have known each other from kids, and I really enjoy, you know, what she stands for, and I enjoy the way she's molded her career, and I really think she's going out there on a limb and, you know, pushing the envelope and making very interesting films. And, you know, we've sat down and spoken about wanting to do a film together. We're currently just figuring out all the modalities. But yeah, I look forward to working with her after Dhoom,
So you've been pretty much spacing out your films. It's like you're spending more time with family now with the baby and signing, you know, fewer projects so you can get to spend more time with
No, that's more of an effort to spend more time on the film, actually.
Okay.
You know, I think the requirement out of an actor has just grown exponentially over the years.
Okay.
Today, I personally feel that an actor needs to be 150% available to his product.
Right.
You know, traditionally we used to just make our film and then move on to the next.
Right.
So you finish your shooting and that's it, you're gone.
Yeah.
Today, it's not only the shooting, it's the pre-production, the post-production, the marketing, the promotions. There's everything that you're required for. And I think you need to be completely available because the stakes are so high.
Even the way you get into the skin of the character, like for power, whatever, the way that's putting on weight or losing weight, you've always gone bulldog, right?
I think that's your job. You know, my mother used to tell me, looking your character is 50% of your job.
Wow.
You know, if you can look your character, half your performance is taken care of. You know, it would be very weird if Guru Kant Desai had a six-pack and roamed around flaunting it. You know, if in Bol Bachchan, Abbas Ali's character had a certain flair to the way he dressed. So if I'm not going to have that body language, the gestures, the kind of hair and makeup, then you're not going to be able to sell that character. I know there's a huge emphasis in today's day and age as to a physicality of a hero.
Correct.
But I'd like to break away from that. Yeah. I've dedicated my career to destroying those boundaries. I don't agree with the fact that just because you're a hero, you have to
have a six-pack or
have a six-pack, and I don't understand that obsession with it.
So is Ramu pissed with you? The rumors that he was after you introduced Sanjay Dutt to him for the apartment, the entire thing that happened.
I think Ramu just likes to shoot his mouth off. Ramu doesn't mean half the stuff he does. Yeah. I think he just likes to say these things. Yeah. And Ramu has a weird Ramu has a weird sense of humor, you know, which a lot of people don't get. But I know Ramu very well, so I understand that, you know, 99% of what he says you have to just take with a bag of salt. Yeah.
What is the greatest compliment you've received for Bol Bachchan?
I think the greatest compliment is that small board outside the theatre which is house full.
That's so sweet.
I think that's the greatest compliment.
Yeah. What is your dad's reaction to the movie?
He loved it. He's seen it like 3 times already.
Wow.
Yeah, he saw 3 days in a row.
So sweet.
He loved it, yeah.
Thanks so much, Abhishek.
My pleasure.
It was great talking to you and hope you get a lot more success like Bol Bachchan.
Thank you, and happy 8th birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hi, this is Omar Qureshi. Like Zoom TV on Facebook and get the latest spicy updates from Bollywood.